Anything else that she appeared to you?
At first she was trying to fight it, and then she kind of just like her arms kind of just frizzed out a little bit, and then she just like went limp.
So to make sure, because again, I want to make sure that everyone heard you. You said at first she was trying to fight it, and then did you use the word frizzed out? Is that how you described it?
Yeah, like it was like her arms were like moving around for a second.
So she was trying to fight it, then she frizzed out, her arms were moving around for like a second, and then you said she just went limp.
Yes, ma'am.
When she went limp, were her dad's arms still around her neck?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is everyone else doing at this point while she is limp?
Freaking out.
They're freaking out?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember if any of the adults are there at that point?
No, ma'am.
No, you don't remember? Okay,
Just need a verbal response to the
No,
last
ma'am.
one.
thank you. And at some point then, once adults arrived, was the crowd or adults able to get her loose?
Yes, ma'am.
And what happened when they were trying to release her? What happened next, as you remember?
I just kept punching him, and then I saw his eyes go closed and his grip released, and whoever came in pulled like the rest of his arms off of her, and she was able to get free.
Okay. And what happens when, so you said the adults there, she's released, and what happens when she's released?
Once I seen her get up, she was very concussed. She didn't know what was going on. I tried to like get her so I could lead her so we could like to the school so we could get somewhere safe.
And did she get right up then from being released by her dad, or being made to be released by her dad? Should she get up right up and you guys go to the school? Or what did that look like?
No, ma'am. It was more or less like she was on the ground and then she got herself up with my help. And then we were gonna walk back to the school, but her mom and sister showed up.
Okay. And so you next remember then seeing mom and sister as you're trying to get back to the school. What happens? What does this look like?
Well, once I see them coming up, her mother is like screaming and crying, and she grabs Fatima like around her throat area, and like is sobbing, and we're like, me and Zayla like we were confused on why she was doing that after what happened, and then like me, Fatima, like pushed like tried to get her off, and then we all like they both fell to the ground.
And I'm going to stop you for a second. They both, who both?
Fatima and her mom.
Okay. And then what happens?
And then she was still screaming and crying, and like her arms were still like kind of on her like throat and chest area.
And do you remember if you saw Fatima's mom? Well, first of all, you've met Fatima's mom before, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you said, I believe, her mom and sister, who is her sister?
Yeah, Haneen.
Okay. Had you met Haneen before?
Yes,
And so do you recognize Haneen when you see Haneen?
absolutely.
Okay. And do you remember how they were dressed that day? Meaning, do you remember what Haneen was wearing versus what Fatima's mom was wearing?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was Mrs. Ali wearing versus Haneen?
It was like her mom was wearing like an orange brown type of dress, and Haneen was wearing like all black with a black coat and a blue hijab.
And do you say a dress or a headdress?
Well, I think it was just a dress. I'm not sure.
You remember her being in a dress?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then was Haneen in a dress or in pants then?
I believe it was pants.
Believe pants.
Yes, ma'am.
And when is the first time that you remember seeing Fatima's mom and sister?
When Fatima got free, they rushed over.
Okay, and that's the first time you remember seeing them.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember if Fatima's mom or sister ever struck or made contact with you?
Yes.
Who?
I believe it was both.
Do you remember specifically if her mom made contact with you?
Yes, he tried to grab me at the end.
She tried to grab you at the end?
Yes.
And you said you've previously met Mrs. Ali, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
So she knows who you are.
Yes, ma'am.
Did Fatima speak with you in like her normal voice or anything like that that you remember while her mom had her around the throat?
No, other than I can't breathe. And I believe that like she was still in shock, and that
Okay.
like feeling someone's arms around her neck was.
So when you say I can't, she said no, something like I can't breathe. Was it in her normal voice, a different voice, or is that an assumption or something you heard, or what does that sound like?
It was more like she scratched it out of her throat, like it was like a cough almost, like it was like she couldn't really make it out.
And was that when she was standing up when you previously described, or down on the ground with her mom?
Down on the ground with her mom.
And what was Fatima's demeanor like once she is released from her dad and released from her mom and her sister? How does she appear to you?
Well, once we got free of them, like, she just took off running to the school. Like, I had to look back, and then she was already, like, trying to get away.
And how did she appear?
Very, like, she was heartbroken for sure. Scared.
Okay.
She wanted to get away.
And what happens next? You start running for the school, and then what happens?
Her mom was low-key, like, chasing behind us.
Did you say her mom was like low-key chasing behind you?
I apologize, yes,
That's
ma'am.
okay. What does that mean to you?
She was close to us for a second, and then we started to run faster
And so you ran faster, and where did you go?
to the school.
And who was running in front?
Fatima.
So were you following Fatima to the school?
More or less running alongside her, yes.
And where did she go?
We went straight to the office,
Why did you go to the office?
because we knew we could get help and be safe.
And did you see her mom during this period?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Who, if anyone, did you talk to in the school when you got there?
One of the counselors, the counselor that we seen at the door.
The counselor you'd seen at the door.
Yes, ma'am.
And where did you go? Did you stay there in the office, or did you go somewhere else?
We went somewhere else.
Where else did you go?
We went to the a room in a room in the office. I'm
A
sorry.
room in the office?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what happened next?
We were both in shock. The teachers were trying to figure out what was going on, and they were just checking us out, helping us get like water or like an ice pack.
And did police come?
Yes.
And when did the police come?
Maybe like 5 to 6, 7 minutes afterwards.
So pretty close in time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you give a statement to police?
I'm not
Meaning,
sure.
did you talk to police?
Yes.
Did you talk to them then, later, with parents or without parents?
Without parents.
Okay. And did you get checked out by medical staff?
I think so, yes.
Okay. Did your parents come to the school?
Yes.
Okay. And then at some point, did you go to the hospital?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you call your parents?
I called my mom, yes. She was calling me before when it was going down.
Do you remember if you had photos taken of you at the time of these events?
I believe so.
Okay. Do you remember having photos taken?
More or less Fatima, not me.
Okay. You remember Fatima having photos, but you don't remember if you did.
Right.
Hey, approach runner.
You may.
Isaiah, I'm going to show you what's been admitted as States Exhibits 39 through 51. I'm going to ask you to look at those silently to yourself for a moment, and then look up at me when you're done, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Isaiah, do you recognize what I've handed you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what are those?
Pictures
Pictures of who?
of me.
Okay. And when you look at those pictures, are those pictures from October 18th of 2024?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you know that they're of that day?
Because I was wearing the same outfit.
Okay. Do you remember having those photographs taken now as you look at them, or do you still not remember those photos?
Yes, I remember.
Okay. And do those appear to be a true and accurate representation of how those injuries appeared to you at the time of these events?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I'll take them back to me. May I approach on it?
You may.
Isaiah, do you remember who took those photos?
No, but I believe it was an officer.
Okay. And you just didn't recall that before?
Yes, ma'am.
Isaiah, have you looked at any videos associated with this case?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you remember seeing any of the school videos floating around, meaning any videos that any of your peers or students, other students would have taken?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Whose did you see?
I see.
You want our permission to publish States Exhibit 61?
You may.
Okay, starting with States Exhibit 61, what's already been admitted. I'm going to play it for a moment and then hit pause and ask if you can identify some people in it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Isaiah, do you see yourself